Namaste everyone. This video is a detailed video about the dog vaccinations. Uh, right before this, I had come online and come live to give information about the vaccines, but the entire detail was given in Hindi. So some of my followers they don't understand Hindi uh, as good as they understand English. So this is the reason I have come online again to give the details in English. So most of us understand the language and it's going to be easy for them also to understand. So starting with the types of vaccines that is given to the dogs. So basically um, vaccines are given on the basis of the diseases. So canine diseases are of many types, and the most common one we all know is the rabies disease, right? But apart from rabies, even much a longer list is there of canine diseases, and there's another type of vaccine that covers all those diseases. So those, if you know about the diseases, then you will easily understand about the vaccines as well. So starting with the age, the age of when it's a puppy and it's just a 40-45 day old puppy, so that's when the vaccines actually start. So those in that age, we cover the diseases like canine distemper, parvovirus, we have adenovirus, 2 strains of that, then we have parainfluenza, we have leptospirosis, we also have coronaviruses that catches the dogs. So all these vaccines, all these diseases are covered by this vaccine, and these vaccines are actually available in different combinations. Like if you hear a combination of 5 in 1, so it's covering 5 diseases in one vaccine. If you hear the combination 7 in 1, it's covering 7 diseases in one vaccine. And similarly, this is what I choose to give my fur babies, all the rescued babies, all the babies on the streets that I feed and care for, all of them have been vaccinated by this 9 in 1 vaccine, which is from Vanguard. You can see it's mentioned here, and this particular vaccine, it covers 9 diseases. So the fur babies are protected with this vaccine, and this is a vaccine which is given starting from the age of, like I said, 40-45 days young puppy. And if the dog is an adult dog, when you rescue it, right away you can start with this vaccine. So like I said, this covers 9 diseases. There are vaccines that are of higher ranges. They can cover 11 diseases, 13 diseases, so that they will be called 11 in 1 and 13 in 1. So you can choose the best for your fur babies. For our indies, the most basic vaccine is the 5 in 1. If you give them the 5 in 1, they are at least protected with the deadly diseases like canine distemper and canine parvovirus. So, and 2 other strains of adenoviruses and 1 strain of parainfluenza. So that is also a very good vaccine. The 5 in 1 is most basic, and it's also economical for feeders who are feeding a large number of dogs, caring for a large number of dogs. So 5 in 1 you can go in for your fur baby. 7 in 1 also is good, and 9 in 1 is something that I have chosen for my fur babies. So you can choose accordingly. Now the second type of vaccine that we all know is the anti-rabies vaccines. Okay, right? This is a separate vaccine. It does not come in combination with this. This is separate and this is separate. These both are given in different ages, and like I said, this starts at 40-45 days young. But when a puppy completes 12 weeks, which is around 3 months of age, then we start with the anti-rabies vaccine. We do not give this vaccine before that. This is the vaccine that we need to start with a puppy, as young as 40-45 days young, and then when it completes an age of 3 months, which is around 12 weeks, then you can start with this anti-rabies vaccines. So these are the two types of vaccines usually people like to know about. They have personally messaged me because most of them only know about the anti-rabies vaccine, and they have only heard about these vaccines, but they have no idea when it is given, and in what combinations they come, which is the best one, and so on. So these are the two basic vaccines, and this gives a complete protection to your fur baby, to protect your fur baby from these deadly diseases. So now coming to the point where the number of shots that you need to give. So when you are vaccinating a puppy or a dog the very first time, for example, if you start when a puppy is just 40-45 days young, you start with a single dose and then you repeat a second shot after 4 weeks. That means if you start on the 1st of July, you need to repeat a second dose on 1st of August. So that is the number of doses you're going to need, 2 doses for your puppy. After that, this, like I said, anti-rabies vaccines, you have to start this only at the age of a minimum when your puppy is around 12 weeks, which is 3 months young, and you can start it immediately right away after that, and then give a first shot and then repeat the second booster after 4 weeks, that is after 1 month. So the booster is basically 2 shots of each. Now when you have an adult dog, so how you're going to do it? The same way. This is 2 shots of this and 2 shots of this, right, in the span of 4 weeks. Now coming to the point, like some people will think that this can be given together, like if I give this one first, I can give this also and then repeat them after 4 weeks. No, you cannot do that. They are 2 different vaccines. They are not to be given at the same time or at the same day. There should be a gap of at least I'm saying a minimum of 7 to 10 days between 2 vaccines. When you start with this, you keep a gap of 7 to 10 days and then you can give this, and then accordingly repeat the second booster according to those dates. So keep a gap for 100% efficiency for the vaccines to work at the best. Now coming to the part where in what condition you can give these vaccines. You cannot give these vaccines to a sick dog or a sick puppy, or sometimes like you already have a puppy or a dog that has that disease, right? If it has distemper or if it shows symptoms of parvovirus, you cannot be giving these vaccines to them in that condition. It is not going to work. It will actually make the condition worse, because think of it as like there are already terrorists in your house, and then you are, like we all know what a vaccine, it carries the live virus in this, and then you're adding more number of terrorists in the body. So that disease is going to just speed up, and the chances of the dog even fighting the disease is going to just become very low or zero. So please do not vaccinate your puppy or your dog if it is sick. If it already has got the disease, there is no chance of these vaccines to work on the dog. This is given only to a healthy dog. And also remember to deworm your dog or your puppy before you can give these vaccines. Deworming is done again in every 15 days span, whether it's for a puppy or whether it's for an adult dog which is being dewormed and vaccinated for the first time. So once you have given 2 doses of deworming, you can start with these vaccines. So that is the right time this is the right time and right condition to give these vaccines. Now coming to the prices, there are many people who ask me how do you get these for such low cost at your state or something. Vaccines are differently priced in all over our country, and Like I am from India, there are many states here. I am particularly from Chhattisgarh, and in my state and then in my city, these vaccines are of different prices, right? And also the prices are going to be different. Like I said, if you're covering your dog with 5-in-1, so that is going to actually be lesser than compared to a 9-in-1 vaccine. So the nominal, I can just give you a rough start of the vaccine that covers multiple diseases. The many in one shots, they start with around 250 to 300 per dose. And you also can find out the rates from rather than going to a retail shop, you go to a wholesale distributor and you can find out they're going to obviously charge you less for these vaccines. Then the anti-rabies shots, this is something you must know. The anti-rabies shots in our country is free for the dogs, be it any dog. So these anti-rabies vaccines, you're not going to get the vaccine, but you have to go to a government animal hospital and you need to just fill in a basic form. That form will have a nominal cost. Like in my city, it costs just 35 rupees. So you fill in the form and they will just take 35 rupees the first time. Then they will give you the first dose to your dog at the right age, like I mentioned, only after 3 weeks of age. And then you take the same slip after 1 month. They're going to write the next due date, that will be after 1 month. Then you take the same slip, go to the same hospital, and again they're going to give you the second booster shot to your puppy. And that is the way that the government provides these vaccines for free. If you don't want to go to a government hospital, or if you don't have a government hospital in your city, so what you can do is you can go to a pet shop. They also sell these vaccines. In my city, in the shop that I purchase it from, I get this for around 150 rupees per vial, per single dose. So this is the cost of the vaccines. I have explained it to you. This 9-in-1 is a different vaccine that covers 9 diseases in the dogs. This anti-rabies vaccine protects the dog from rabies, the disease rabies. So these are the two different types of vaccines. And after you vaccinate your dog, the most important part is to to cover the to maintain the records. So like you can see, I have a lot of books lying here, these different types of books. So I'm going to show you a couple of books. I have mentioned the names of all my fur babies here, because at home I have 17 rescued babies, and on the on the streets I'm taking care of more than 32 to 35 dogs, plus and minus, because just last week there was a puppy that was found in my ward, which is not from here, because all my female dogs have been sterilized, so there is no chance of having a puppy in my area. So when this puppy came, he was around 3.5-4 months roughly, and someone informed me that it is just getting inside the house and trying to save itself from the other dogs, the other adult dogs. So that's how I'm sure that he's not from here and he's relocated. So more or less, like I said, 32 to 35 dogs I'm taking care of, and most of their records are all here. For the new ones, I have new books, so these are going to be empty right now, and all the details, the moment they get vaccinated one by one, the details are going to be mentioned in this. I'm going to show you one book that already the dogs who are vaccinated, how does the book look. So you will see some stickers. These stickers are from these vials. If you will see that these stickers are here, you can just remove them from here and paste them on these vaccination record books, and mention the date when it was given, and also mention the due date, like next when the dog has to get. So because the books look more or less the same, I get confused, so I have mentioned the dogs' names on top of the books. You can see Durga, Laddu, Samosa, and we have here Titli. All my babies are there here. They're all covered, they're all protected. and all of them, the latest is my Mithai Gang, my Cham Cham, Burfi. You will see they are all protected. These are their vaccination cards I had got from the, this is Faluda, Bundi. I'll show you. This is the card. They are covered. You can see they have 2 boosters of each of the vaccines and given at proper duration. 2 doses of 9-in-1, 2 doses of anti-rabies vaccines, and when it was given and what's the next due date. So they are covered for 1 full year. When you give 2 doses, this it lasts for 1 full year. After 1 year, you have to repeat the dose, and that time you're going to just give a single booster of each of the vaccine. If you have given 9-in-1, so you will give just 1 booster of 9-in-1 on the same month after 1 year. Like you will see here, the year she got her vaccine on this date, and then next is 27. So that's next year. And the anti-rabies vaccine also, it's 27. So after 1 year, you're going to repeat these doses. So this is how you can maintain the records for each and every fur baby. And why is this important, I'm going to tell you, is because for you, obviously, we cannot keep a track of so many babies. It's always good to maintain a record. Secondly is, sometimes when the Nigam comes to question you, or people come to question you, they do a lot of blah blah blah. So just flash these health record books on their faces and just show them the good work that you're doing as an individual. This is not the job of an individual, this is the job of the Nigam. It has to, your municipality has to take care, but you are doing it out of love, you are doing it out of awareness. So maintain a record so that tomorrow if there is any kind of questioning or any chaos, so this is there, to just show it to them, and there will be a confirmation that this is. I also, apart this, I also maintain video records. So I have all my fur babies covered with these vaccines. One final and last major information is, these vaccines have to be in cold storage. So cold storage means they have to be when they are made, they are kept in a temperature which is between 2 to 8 degrees. So that's basically the temperature that we have in a refrigerator, in our fridge, not in the freezer. Remember, freezers go below 0 degrees. You cannot keep them in the freezers. You have to just keep it in the fridge. So starting from the point where it is made, and then from a distributor it comes to a wholesale shop or a retail shop, and from there when you buy it and it comes to your home, and this entire chain should be maintained. This temperature has to be maintained. So please remember to carry these vaccines in an ice box, or the shopkeeper is going to provide you and like an ice gel padding or something, and he's going to give you this. And when you bring it home, don't depend on the gel pads or the ice boxes. The temperature is always reducing, remember that. So you just bring it and keep it in your fridge. You can just tie it up in a plastic bag because there's other there's food and there are other things in the fridge. So you can just wrap it up properly, seal it properly, and just keep it in your fridge. So that's how you're going to maintain the cold storage. So this is the complete information about the vaccines that are given to our fur babies, and this is the best gift you can give your fur babies, like our parents give us. So the reason I repeatedly say they are babies, they depend on us. I know you're feeding them, I know you are giving them the best you can, and one of the best things you can do is to give them a good health, a safe life. And this is how you're going to do it, by vaccinating them in time. Whoever has joined lately, this video is going to be posted in my channel Namaste Doggy, and I go by the name Amita Ivy Satu. So you can go back to my channel and see this video from the starting. It gives you 100% information about dog vaccination, the 2 types of vaccination. these are empty vials, so that's how I'm able to, keep it out so long here to explain stuff to you. These are used, these are, I actually just vaccinated 2 of my dogs. So these are the vaccines, the empty vials. So keep doing the best you can do for your fur babies. It is not easy, I can understand. I am an individual, I am not an NGO. I don't have big funds coming in from anywhere, or any government backed aid. There's nothing. I am just a normal individual, and I am a tuition teacher. I take tuitions, and believe me, from the past 6 years I have tried my best to start by vaccinating at least 1 or 2 dogs. I used to feel very sad that there are few dogs who are dying because of this disease and that disease. And then I educated myself. I met a lot of veterinarians, a good a good group of veterinarians that um, educated me about these vaccines and how important they are. When every detail that I have given you has come to me from a renowned certified veterinarian, and that is why I am able to share this with you. My babies are protected from the past 12 years. It's not just a 1 year, 2 years thing. From the past 12 years my babies are being protected by these vaccines. So I thought of sharing this with you because many of you are messaging me, asking me, and you are choosing the right thing by thinking about vaccinating them. So this is, I saw the difference in the community dogs when in my area there are around, when I say my area I mean my ward, I have almost, like you can say roughly in a total of 35 dogs, all in different lanes, not just in one lane. They all are vaccinated, all, each and every dog. Even the new puppy who I mentioned has come in lately, he is vaccinated. And I do that because I know very well that any dog that is not vaccinated will definitely catch these deadly diseases like canine distemper and parvovirus. And I have up closely seen the suffering that they go through. So I just promised myself that I'm not just stopping at the point of feeding the dogs. I'm also going to vaccinate them as soon as I come to know about a dog in the area. I vaccinate them because I cannot see them suffering. I have seen the suffering very closely, and every time I used to lose a dog, I felt it. I felt that pain. I felt really helpless, that I wish I knew about these vaccines then, so I could save that dog or that puppy. But now all my babies are protected. I have not achieved this in 1 week or 1 month or 1 year. I have taken 6 years to collect money, to get the awareness, to educate myself, to make to make a bond with these puppies and the animals that I'm talking about right now. These books that you're seeing here in front, there has to be a bond with them, so that easily you can vaccinate them also, because this is how you're going to give them the best. So if you're a feeder, if you're a pet parent, please vaccinate your dogs. Start by 1 dog, start by 2 dogs, move on. You're going to get better with time. I don't think so money is a barrier for anything. I can understand feeders have a big burden of feeding the dogs also. Then they're saying, how can we do this? How can we also vaccinate? How can we do sterilization? You don't have to do it for hundreds of dogs in 1 day or in 1 year. You start by taking care of 1 dog. I have done it. I started taking care of 1 single dog, I remember, during COVID time. And then today, like you can see, this is what my seva work looks like. I am feeding them regularly. I am vaccinating them. The moment I know there is a dog in my colony or in my ward, I am vaccinating them, and I have seen the difference. I am also sterilizing them. Sterilization takes a lot of a lot of time. It takes a lot of money. So when I get that, why I say time is a lot of time, what I mean is because as an individual caregiver, it's very difficult to think about sterilizing a dog when you already have so many babies at home. And when you get a dog for sterilization, you have to give the dog at least 10 to 15 days of dedicated care for recovery. So that's why I have to plan it, and then I just don't want to get the dog home and then the stitches open and this happens and the condition becomes worse. So there's a lot of planning there for sterilization. And like I said, most of the females that I feed are sterilized, and that is why I'm very sure whenever there's a puppy that's come in, I know that there cannot be a puppy in my area because most of my female dogs have been sterilized. So again, I would remind the ones who have joined lately, this video was a video about dog vaccines that many have been inquiring about, sending me messages. So there are two different types of vaccines for different canine diseases. The very common one we know is the rabies one, and there is another vaccine also which most of us don't know about, or we just have heard about it but we don't know how, when, and the details about it. So this video contains the details about both these vaccines. So like you would take care of a child that comes home, a little baby that comes home, like our parents took care of us. They have given us the best life by vaccinating us at the right age, at the right time, with the right doses, and keeping a track of everything. So the same way, when you take care of a fur baby, please give them the same care, the same love, and that's the best gift you can give them. Believe me, I have achieved this entire thing in 6 years. All of my fur babies, the 17 babies at home and the 30-35 dogs outside, they all are vaccinated. And it takes time, it takes a lot of patience, it takes a lot of love. So never give up. This is coming from an individual feeder, an individual caregiver. Never give up, never give up. Just don't think about anything to be a barrier. My family is not cooperating, I have this job to take care, I don't have money, people are like that, don't think everything is going to be aligned, like we say, like when the stars align, right? So you just have to wait for that right time, plan it, keep everything in mind, and just have that that passion, that light burning inside you. Just don't let that light go off for any reason. Don't let anything be a barrier between you loving your fur babies. Nothing should be a barrier. If it comes to a point where you have to collect funds, you collect it because you love your fur baby. You're collecting it for your fur baby. Don't be ashamed to come out and tell people about your work, and ask them to help you and support you in any way. Just think you're doing it for your fur baby, and once you see your fur baby protected with these diseases, you're going to see them sterilized, they're living a happy life. Believe me, that's the best return of all this seva that you're going to get. And I have experienced whenever today, like I said, I mentioned I vaccinated 2 of my babies. The moment I left, it was just about to rain. They came running to me, I served the food, they just dived into their plates and they were eating, and I vaccinated them. The rains came over, we all got wet, we all ran in to save ourselves. It is such a joy when you know that they are protected, they are eating good, they are free from all these diseases. So please continue to do the best you are doing for your fur babies. Nothing is less, nothing is more. Don't compare yourself with this feeder, that rescuer, this NGO, that girl, that boy. Don't do that. In your capacity, what you're doing is more than enough, and you mean the world. you literally mean the world to that fur baby you are taking care of. So just please continue to do what you're doing, and you can follow my seva work on Namaste Doggy, and I go by the name Amita Ivy Satu. And for all the new viewers who are viewing my page right now, this is the information. This video has the whole detail of canine vaccines. There are two different types of vaccines. You can see the details in this video. Thank you so much for joining me, and please keep asking different type of questions that is related to your taking care of your fur babies. I'm going to provide you the best information, whatever I have, like I said, I have educated myself from the veterinarians. They are all authorized, licensed veterinarians, and they have given the best to each and every fur baby that comes under their care, and they educate people like me who are genuinely putting in efforts to make the lives of these babies a little better. So thank you for joining me, and if you have any questions, you can DM me, you can message me, and I'll be more than happy to provide answers to all your queries regarding these fur babies. So God bless each and every one of you. Thank you so much for sending these beautiful messages and boosting this will, to continue to do what I'm doing. So thank you so much.